I love me the Neo Geo, and I've done a ton of different videos on Neo Geo products, be it emulation, consoles, minis, different ways to play the Neo Geo, original hardware, the Neo Geo AES, the MVS, consoleized MVSs, different C-Box systems, custom-made consoles, different cartridges, right? The 161 and ones, different variants of those, different flash carts, right? There's been a few of those, and they all have pros and cons, mind you. But the newest one, which I wasn't even aware of, this just recently came out, the BackBit Platinum cartridge for the Neo Geo MVS. So this is actually really freaking interesting. And this was sent to me for purpose of review. Evie from BackBit, this individual, she's got a lot of cool stuff going on over there. But when I looked this up, I was like, wow, this actually has a lot going for it over the competition, I guess. But like I said, there's pros and cons to all the different flash carts that are out there. But this one is actually currently available. You could just buy it and get it. Ships like right away if you're interested. But the neat thing with this is it has features that no other flash cart for the Neo Geo has. We'll take a look. I can't really demonstrate some of these features because what it entails is you have like these links, so you can like link up systems and stuff like that. Let me pull up the description here. So it's a fast loading cartridge for the MVS. All original games can be played and the features are supported. So that includes the multiplayer link ports not found on other, cartridges, right? Multi-carts or flash carts. Loads any game from micro SD in under 12 seconds. I've tested this out, just a couple games just to check it out real quick. And I was like, wow, it's pretty damn quick. Just boom, you select your game, loads it like really fast. So that's really cool. So multiplayer link cable support for use in League Bowling, Riding Hero, Thrash Rally, and certain homebrews that may utilize it. And you do have that switchable MVS link, daisy chained with up to 4 MVS systems. So as you can see, there's like a little switch AES MVS link. So that's interesting. Supports micro SD card and FAT32 or EX-FAT, and you could use cards up to 2 terabytes, even though you shouldn't really need to have a card up to that much. So unencrypted games require no conversion from unzipped MAME style ROM formats. Encrypted games can be converted with an open source tool that they do provide. So I'll put a link to all that. It has a built-in menu, just very simple menu for easy navigation. USB-C port, which you could see right there on this little shiny label. Has USB-C port for development, streamlined development. So that's cool if you're into Neo Geo development. This is a cool cartridge for that. Firmware upgradable through the micro SD card slot, which I have noticed this just came out, and they've been on top of the firmware upgrades and updates. Just this month alone, I've seen there's been several, updates to this cartridge, making little tweaks and whatnot, just kind of, ironing things out, taking, I guess, feedback from people, testing and whatnot. From what I understand from the get-go, it was a pretty reliable cartridge, from the start. But yeah, they're on top of keeping it up to date, so that's a good thing. And then it does say housed in a high-quality injection molded case, but you will notice this thing is a fingerprint magnet. Holy crap! And very susceptible to like scratches. So you may want to, keep a microfiber cloth around and get those fingerprints off. It is a nice looking shell, but yeah, it's the plastic that's been used here. It is a fingerprint magnet. That's the only thing that I probably don't like about it, but it's not even that big a deal. Looks okay. Like if this is the only cartridge you're using and you're popping it into your system, I mean, what are you going to complain about, right? You're not going to constantly be touching it. So we're going to test this thing out. I just have it plugged into this little TV because I only have access to AV cables for this MVS right now. I mean, I do have like RGB and SCART, but I don't have a converter for it, and I don't have a TV that could take any component or anything right now, so can't mess with any of that. So hopefully everything's good here. We do have blue retro adapter, 8-bit DO controller. I'll put a link to this Neo Geo. It's available on AliExpress if you're interested. These things are getting harder and harder to come by lately with the boards that they use. But there we go. The menu is just very simple. You could just scroll through all your games that you have loaded up. You could press the B button for options, which is just verify and load or auto start on boot. You have the D button for settings, which just menu hotkey, C plus D and start. I guess you could change that. Eye catcher, not in menu. I'm not even sure what the hell that is. Menu sound, yes or no. Just kind of has that little beep. But yeah, a few little options there. But let me just load up a game so you could see like how quick these things load up. If you just press right, it just skips pages. So, or it kind of skips faster. Load up, I don't know, Metal Slug 4. It should be under 12 seconds. I guess I'll look for a game that's fairly large. We'll time it out, I guess. Look up.
Okay. Mission 1, start.
So little Neo Geo Metal Slug action. Playing just like, it's an original cartridge. That's all it's doing is just like any flash cart, the way they work is the game you select. It's just loading that ROM into memory, and it's just using the cartridge as if it's an original cartridge. It's all it's doing. So, I mean, that's the way it is. Neo Geo is a very expensive system to collect for, be it MVS or AES. I mean, MVS isn't as expensive as AES, but it's still pretty damn expensive. Flash carts are always cool, I think, to have access to like homebrews as well, or just checking out games you don't have access to. Just whatever reason you want to use them for. It's no judgment, right? So I think when I looked it up, King of Fighters 2003 is one of the largest games as far as size goes. So okay, King of Fighters 2003. Try to hit this at the same exact time. Might be off by a millisecond, but here we go. See how fast this loads. Uh-oh. 10, 11. Oh shit, it beat 12 seconds. It beat it. It did beat it. Okay. No lies detected. This is supposed to be one of the biggest games. I'm not sure which Metal Slug I loaded up earlier, but it says Metal Slug 5 is also pretty freaking huge. So let's time that one too. It's like 700 and something megabytes. But I think King of Fighters 03 was bigger. It still beat 12 seconds, just under 12 seconds. So yeah, it seems like even the biggest game's just under 12 seconds. But so that's good. Let's find another game. One of my favorites, Samurai Showdown 2. See how long that takes to load. It's about 4 seconds, almost 5 seconds. That was it, almost 5 seconds. Nice. Fuck. So yeah, if you're interested in any of the stuff that I highlighted today, the BackBit, cartridge for the Neo Geo, I will put a link in the description directly for that, right? Boom, get the light back on. Um, Obviously, if you want to get one of these Neo Geo consoles, available on AliExpress, 8-bit those controller, Blue Retro, whole setup. If you want to get into Neo Geo, obviously there's other ways, cheaper ways, emulation, FPGA. Choice is yours. I just like to highlight options. So really do appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this one. Thanks for watching. Bye.